The first shot shown in the trailer is a long establishing shot showing Zack and Florence seating in a cafe talking. We decided to use this shot to establish the area atmosphere that they are in, as well as to show their relationship towards each other. This is an extreme close-up of the key that Zack sets down on the table in front of him and Florence. This is to make it clear that he wants to move in with her because he's giving her a key to his apartment. This is a close-up of Zack's face to show his emotions towards Florence and that he's happy to move in with her and that he is happy in general. We then have a close-up of Florence's face in order to show her emotions to what Zack has asked her. Next is the mid-shot to show the two characters' body language and emotions towards each other and how Florence is accepting the key from Zack. This is again a close-up of Zack's face to show how he feels about Florence accepting the key. There is then an over-the-shoulder shot showing Zack washing his hands at the bathroom sink, which will then cut to a close-up of his hand in the sink. After this, there will be a close-up of Zack's face where he'll look up. It will then go back to an over-the-shoulder shot to show him looking at the small mirror in front of him. There is a closer over-the-shoulder shot where we see just the back of the character's head and the mirror in front of him. We can see Zack looking at himself in a mirror. These shots are a montage of Zack falling in love with himself. In this first shot, there is a mid-shot from behind Zack where he's looking at the computer. This next shot is an over-the-shoulder shot where Zack turns his computer screen off, and then we see his reflection and Zack looking at it in awe. There's a mid-shot directly in front of Zack of him looking at the phone with Florence. He looks quite happy as he's laughing. This is another over-the-shoulder shot showing Zack's phone screen that was on the phone to Florence too. We see Zack's reflection in the phone. This is a tracking mid-shot of Zack walking down a hall towards the kitchen. There is a mirror in the hall as he passes himself and he sees him in it. And then the next shot is an over-the-shoulder shot of him looking at himself in the mirror. This is the mid-shot of Zack and Florence sitting at a dining room table talking. The idea of this shot is to contrast with the first shot of the trailer in order to show the distance that has now been created due to the relationship that Zack has formed with himself. This is a close-up of the side of Florence's face in order to show her body language and her emotions towards Zack as she is talking to him. There is then a low angle of Zack where we see him looking at the knife in front of him. He looks quite happy whilst he was doing this. There is then another front-on close-up of Florence who's calling Zack's name. He isn't replying to her as he is too infatuated with his reflection. This again is to show her emotions. There's then an over-the-shoulder shot of Zack looking himself into the reflection of the knife. There's a close-up of Zack's face finally realising that Florence is talking to him and she is trying to get his attention. He looks confused in this shot. The final shot we see in the trailer is Zack breaking down into a bathroom and there is a long shot of him in the corner of a dark room.